They've been warned, they've been trained, but employees are still clicking, and phishing remains the #1 way businesses get hacked. And now, with artificial intelligence helping hackers write smarter emails, the bait is more convincing than ever. Cybersecurity expert Mark Green says even CEOs fall for it, and the cost can be devastating.
One of the CEOs, his email was phished. An attacker came in, was monitoring the email going back and forth. And so what they did is they intercepted the documents. They changed the routing number in the account for the bank account so that the hackers would be able to receive all that money and it not go to the real bank where it was supposed to go. And we saved them because of somebody that came in.
That success story is the exception. Green says AI is making it harder than ever to spot fake emails, even for people who have been trained for years.
When an end user gets an email, fake email, false email, coming from something they're familiar with, it's their bank, it's the UPS, it's Microsoft, something that they recognize, they automatically assume, without even looking at where it's coming from, that it's actually that company. People will tend to click on it and follow along the instructions that they're asked. Put your username and your password in, then it goes to another site and says, I'm sorry, that didn't work, try it again. Now, what had happened is that when you first put it in, the attacker has your username and password, which is most likely the username and password for everything, your computer, your bank, it could be a lot of different things.
And that one click can cripple an entire company in seconds.
Once in a while, even though we have all this training for like years worth of training all the time, there's always a time where somebody's going to click on something and follow whatever that click is into something and introduce malware into the system. I always like to tell the story where, you wake up one morning, it's a beautiful morning and everything is fantastic and great. You're heading to work, you walk into work, you go get your cup of coffee, you sit down, and all of a sudden you get a knock on the door. And somebody says, we can't access our systems at all. You turn your computer on and it says, you've just been ransomed.
Green says every business needs to treat this like a matter of survival. His advice? Question everything.
If somebody within the email asks you to take an action of something, click something, send something, do something, you should take a pause and think about that for a minute. See where it's coming from. The best thing that we can teach people is if it doesn't feel right, it's probably not.
Experts say no matter how good your software is, human error is still your biggest risk, and hackers know it. So here's what you should do. Slow down. Don't trust an email just because it looks familiar. Verify requests by picking up the phone or speaking directly to the person, not by replying to the email. And if money is involved, always double-check account numbers before hitting send. Remember, one extra phone call could save your company thousands.